Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am back with another review. Today I'm not alone, I'm with Andy. We just watched a comedy romance movie. The name of the movie is called Kinda Pregnant. It's a movie that, honestly speaking, from what expected from it, it really didn't go as I thought that it will go, because I know that Amy Shkuma, she's a good comedian and she's a good actor. So I thought that at least if she's acting on this movie, it's gonna be great. I also noticed another cast member who was Damon Wayans, which we all know the Wayans brothers are good on acting, guys. We all know The Little Man, that it's a fantastic movie, and he was also in it, and all the other Wayans brothers, we know that they are good actors. So on this one, yes, honestly speaking, just to review it, it's about Lainey, which is being acted by Amy Shkuma, as I already said. In the beginning, she was kind of a young baby who usually thought that she will grow up to be a person who will have a life together, being pregnant, and also having children, and also getting married. And at the time when she's grown, she was dating Damon Wayans. I'm just gonna say it by his real name. I think he was acting as Dave. She was dating Dave. So the relationship was kind of weird, and Lainey was having high hopes. She thought that he's going to propose. Unfortunately, himself, he wanted a threesome. Can you believe it? That is some of the comedy that was put on this film. And obviously, she had to break up with him since he was talking about getting threesomes. So he ended up just getting other two girls and continue with his life. As for Lainey, she was miserable because her best friend was also pregnant and had a life together, and also had a husband, so which made Lenny kind of jealous, and it made her to really want to also have a baby, in which while they were in one of the stores, she had to pick up those fake bellies that women can put on just to see how they will look when they are reaching a certain months of pregnancy. So she had to just pick it up and put it on, and she came up with the idea of that I will just fake my pregnancy. So I don't know, Andy, how you feel about the movie and how you felt the movie was for you. But for me, it was not really a great movie as I expected. And I wouldn't advise you guys to watch it. But Andy, you can take it away.
Hello, hi guys. Yeah, just like Lychee has said, the movie was not really the greatest. But I must say that maybe when it's coming from me, it comes as a little bit biased because I'm just really not into comedy like that. So I don't know, maybe someone who enjoys comedy can really enjoy the movie. So the movie is called Kinda Pregnant, as Lychee have said. I think it's just about Lynn, who desperately wanted to be a mom, and it's just really things were not going her way. The boyfriend she had for so many years, 4 years, was not ready to pop the question. So, you know what? One day when she was just roaming around the shop thinking, she kind of fitted the fake pregnancy balm. It's mostly used in movies when, movies are they're acting as if someone is pregnant, there's a woman who's pregnant, they use that fake pregnancy balm. So baby girl went for Italy, and yeah, before she knows it, people were congratulating her. It turns out that she really loved being pregnant, because it attracted attention that she needed in her life. Because in the start of the movie, am I rambling? In the start of the movie, it showed that she was quite lonely. She was by herself. She had one best friend, and when things were not going well for her, her relationship is falling apart. Her best friend is pregnant, so she just really did felt lonely, and she needed a hobby. And when she tried to be pregnant, she got so much attraction. People were liking her. People were just giving her things. When she goes to the train station, she doesn't have to wait. People will offer the seats, and she kind of just felt fulfilled, especially because she was just freshly single. She was just lost in her own thoughts. So for her to actually be have someone, or rather have that hobby that got her so much attraction, it felt so good. So she just went along with being pregnant, until obviously we all know that every lie, truth comes out at some point. So she met a friend. She went for a pregnancy class, met a friend, and she just went along with being pregnant. This friend trusted her so much that she even introduced her to her husband and to her elder child. They were just open in hosting her in their home. Funny enough, the boy kept on bumping on her. The first time it happened, they bumped onto each other. It was in the shop. The boy was just like, "Why aren't you pregnant anymore?" Because she was kind of living the double life. To some of her friends, she was pretending to be pregnant. And then to other friends, she was fine because they knew that she's freshly out of the relationship. Whilst in the midst of her pretending to be pregnant and all that, she met a guy, Sana. And the funny fact about this movie is that she's a teacher and she was teaching about Romeo and Juliet. Let me tell you, the way their love story was narrated, it's definitely giving Romeo and Juliet, okay? So yeah, she just had to lie to the boyfriend that she was pregnant. And whilst she's with the new boyfriend, it does kind of seem like she's not fully over the old boyfriend, but yeah, just she was just trying to live a double life. Honestly, that's all that I can say about her right now. And it didn't go well. At some point, the pregnancy got revealed that the baby girl is faking pregnancy. She kind of admitted she broke up with her boyfriend for like a small period of time, I could say, because the boyfriend found out he was heartbroken, and then when he was by himself, he kind of misses her. So they decided not to, what, this is stupid, let's kiss and make up. And yeah, it's giving Romeo and Juliet. If you know Romeo and Juliet, it's giving Romeo and Juliet. Anyway, I would rate the movie a big 1/10.
Ah, don't be like that. Don't be that cruel. I think for me, I do watch comedies, and I can rate it a 5. And I do have some questions that can be really, really interesting for you, Andy, because I feel like many women go through a lot, especially for pregnancy, for her also to be living up until her 40s without having any baby. How would you feel about that? Don't you feel like young girls or other women who are grown enough to want to have children can really go through similar thing? And would you also maybe reach an extent of wanting a baby to also fake your pregnancy?
No, I don't think. Yeah, I do think maybe, with age, obviously, especially if you don't even have one child, with age as a woman, you kind of feel like time is running out. You have to have a baby because, we don't have as much time as men. Our time is limited, especially when we reach our 40s, it's become so much limited, where else men have longer time to make babies. But nah, for me, honestly, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe it's coming from the perspective that I've already experienced pregnancy. So based on that fact, I don't think I could go as far as faking it.
Yes, yes. Yeah, for you, obviously, you wouldn't because you already went through the experience. But from my point of view, I just feel like people are going through a lot with all this mental stuff that is going on nowadays. I feel like this movie was also based on many people that are going through a lot, just to try to make them to feel better about themselves. I feel like even the lesson of this movie, she was even told by a friend that she have to love herself before she loves someone else, or being engaged in any relationship. So I feel like it's over many people who are insecure about their darkest things that are mostly private, to let them know that they're gonna be okay, and put a comedy into it. I feel like the story type was not that bad. I feel like they could have done a little bit more, especially with the comedies. I feel like they could have done the story a little bit different. But I can rate it a 5. It's not that bad, but it is not a greatest movie, I must say. So anyway, guys, that was our review for this one. I hope that it's not long enough, because it's not a long movie that we can review for a long time. So we'll meet on the next one. Cheers.